pleasures of riding a motorcycle speak for themselves. But as we all know, most pleasures come with a certain amount of risk. So what's the key to managing risk and enhancing enjoyment? Preparation. That means that your bike is in good shape and you're dressed appropriately for the road. And most important of all, that you're well-fed, clear-headed, and well-rested. Looks like a great day to ride. Partly cloudy, clearing by afternoon. Sounds good. Come on in.
Ready to ride?
Almost. I was just about to tell them more about mental preparation.
The mind. It's a terrible thing to waste.
Get out of here. This is no joke. If you're going to be able to ride safely, you have to be able to process information accurately.
Ah, thanks.
You also have to be able to react quickly to whatever happens out there.
That means your mind has to be free of distractions.
It also means that your body must be free of any chemicals that will alter your consciousness.
Rolling around on two wheels demands the best of you. Alcohol, drugs, and motorcycles don't mix.
Rider responsibility is the greatest protection you can have. It's up to you to do the right thing.
Which brings us to the subject of what to wear for maximum comfort.
Whoa!
When you're on a motorcycle, you're exposed to the elements, whether it's the sun or the wind or rain.
Weather conditions will always vary, but the hardness of the road won't. If you ever have a close encounter of the asphalt kind, you're going to be wanting to wear a second skin, a very tough second skin.
When it comes to protective gear, the latest fashion is always the one that affords you protection from head to toe. Dressing appropriately is a major component of rider responsibility. That includes a helmet with eye and face protection, riding jacket, full-fingered gloves, durable pants, and sturdy over-the-ankle footwear.
The most important of all these things is the helmet. Because I don't know about you, but personally, I'm very attached to my head. There are all sorts of helmets that you can choose from. Just make sure that your helmet is manufactured to meet minimum safety equipment standards, such as those given by the Department of Transportation.
Full coverage helmets offer the most protection, and that's the name of the game.
Whatever kind of helmet you have, make sure it's in good shape, inside and out, including all the straps and buckles. Fit is really important too. Too loose and it won't protect you. Too tight and it's uncomfortable. You want it snug, just right, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
You want to make sure you have a visor or goggles that are shatter resistant. Shades may look cool, but they are no match for large bugs at 50 miles per hour.
Now, you may be thinking, but a full face helmet's going to block my vision and hearing. Not true. The fact of the matter is, a helmet won't block your hearing at all. And you'll still hear what you really need to hear. Whoa! And of course, if it fits properly, it won't interfere with your peripheral vision either. I can see you. And make sure that your visor is clean and free of scratches.
You don't want to ride around at night with a tinted visor on.
Let me give you a hand.
Which brings us to the issue of motorcycle gloves. Make sure they have outside seams for comfort and that the fingers curve inward to make it easier to use controls. Thanks.
And make sure your gloves fit properly, too. Too big, it's hard to manipulate a control. Too tight, it's hard to manipulate anything.
For adequate protection, always wear full-fingered motorcycle gloves. There are lots of gloves for other uses. Just make sure you're wearing motorcycle gloves when you're on a motorcycle.
That makes sense. Well, now that your hands are happy, what about your feet? Make sure that you have very sturdy boots that cover the ankles with no dangling straps or laces. You want rubber, grippy soles to grip the ground, whether it's dry, wet, or oily, not to mention staying on the pegs.
And don't let style get in the way of function. Platforms and heels make it much more difficult to operate controls.
And speaking of style, leave your fashion leather at home. On the road, you're going to want something tough that's built for the job.
Even in hot weather, you need protection from the dehydrating effects of warm wind.
Not to mention hypothermia during the colder months. The wind chill can get pretty fierce out there, so you're going to want head-to-toe protection to keep you comfortable.
Poor babies.
Sometimes a riding suit is a good option. Then you can wear your work clothes underneath.
That's all well and good if it's dry outside, but you never know, which is why it's always a good idea to have a rain suit handy.
Well, how do I look?
A little bit like Darth Vader, which is great if you want to hide in the shadows, but it's not so good if you want to be seen. Just imagine what a driver would see if they were driving behind you at night. Or maybe I should say what a driver would not see. The highway is no place for hide and seek. Retro-reflective clothing and stickers can make a huge difference.
Well, now that we have our body armor in place, we're ready for a pre-ride check of our machines.
Let's get going. There's a lot riding on those two wheels, namely you. You want to make sure your lights, tires and wheels, fuel and oil, as well as cables and suspension are in top condition. You can always refer to your owner's manual if you need to. This is no time for surprises.
In the same spirit of see and be seen, we'll start by checking the lights. If the headlight is reflecting on your hand, you know it's working. Don't forget about your turn signals.
And your tail and brake lights. And then there's see and be heard. Check your horn.
Next, check the wheels and make sure they're okay. No dents in the rims, and no loose spokes if you have any.
Check the tire pressure when your tires are cold. Double check your owner's manual if you're not sure about the correct pressure.
Also check your tires for wear, and to make sure there's nothing stuck in the tread that can cause you problems later. And while you're down here, check your drive, whether it be belt, chain, or shaft, and make sure it's in good working condition.
Next, make sure you have enough gas. Or, if you're lucky, you'll have a fuel gauge.
And check the oil.
Then check your cables and controls. Your brakes, front, rear, your clutch, and your throttle. They should all have a smooth, firm feel.
Your suspension should move freely when tested. It may need to be adjusted depending on load levels.
Well, last but not least, make sure your luggage is securely fastened. So, there you have it. It may sound like a lot at first.
But eventually safety will become second nature.
So, stay mentally alert
Dress for success on the road.
and make sure your bike's in top shape.
Hey, are we here to talk or are we here to ride?
I think that's a hint.